first observed birds picking berries that they would feed to their young, or taking moss or other plants that they would use in their nests to repel pests. And in further research, I learned that all animals do this. I firmly believe in herbalism. I believe in using plants for healing. My name is Alexa Kleinbard. I've lived in Tallahassee now 47 years. 3 of my remedy paintings, which are about healing plants, will be in the exhibit Spirit in the Land at the Nasher in North Carolina. You are looking at a body of paintings that are cut out of half-inch birch that are about remedies for the earth, for animals, insects, and for people. And that means healing plants that are for everything that is connected in the ecology of the earth. I became interested in plants growing up. My father, his hobby was gardening. We had beehives. My brother raised bees. And I would follow him around and learn about the plants and the herbs and the trees that he planted. We had 4.5 acres. And we would go out and learn, as I lived here, learn more and more about herbalism and plants that heal. This particular plant is in this exhibit, Spirit in the Land. And this is passion flower, which I had growing all over my yard. The fritillary butterfly and its young, its caterpillars, are the pollinators of this plant. Another thing I learned is that birds, they need to bring 1,000 caterpillars to their nest per season. And if you don't have indigenous plants, if you don't have native plants and native insects, they might starve. So in doing this, I used native birds, the green heron, the swallow, and indigenous frogs, and the Apalachicola River, which is the river that Atlanta's Lake Lanier feeds into. And now they have stopped the fresh water going into the Apalachicola River, which goes into our Gulf Coast, and we don't have oysters. So my work is really about the whole ecology and how everything is connected. This is another of the remedy paintings in the exhibit Spirit in the Land. The name of this plant is arnica. Arnica is an extremely important plant in healing. The butterflies in this are the painted ladies. What people don't realize when they put insecticides out is that so many of the insects are harmed. And we have an incredible amount of native bees, long tongue, short tongue, iridescent, and they're all pollinators. Plants need specific pollinators to disperse their seeds. This remedy painting is also in Spirit in the Land. This plant is mayapple. And it grows all over our property in northwest Georgia, but there are colonies of it in Florida also. It's very dear to me. It's just a beautiful plant. The leaves are big, and they hang over a little flower that is underneath them. And then the mayapple, the actual fruit, comes, and the fruit is what the insects and the animals eat, and people do make jelly out of it. The plant actually has been used for intestinal issues and has particularly been used for venereal diseases. There are other plants that are really important to me that I'd like to talk about a minute. This one is mullein, and for most people, they've seen it and think it's a weed. It makes a long stalk with these big yellow flowers. It's been used for thousands of years. It grows in the west, it grows in the east. We have it all over in North Georgia. And it makes this long stalk, and it has these really fuzzy leaves, which are so soft that when Native Americans were walking, they would put it in their moccasins. And then they would also make bedding with it. And it is used by birds and bears and other animals because of the soft leaves. The extract from it is used for the lungs, to heal the lungs, actually from bronchitis or other bronchial ailments. I really believe when I'm immersed in a landscape, in the spirit of the land, that it sings to me.